Oh my goodness, that was crazy. Am I back? Have I come back? Have I returned? I'm waiting. I wanted to give Jasmine her goddess reading. There you are, Jasmine. Okay, here's your goddess reading. I think the goddess power broke the internet. Okay, this is Iris. And it's very interesting because you said that you haven't spoken to him. And your goddess is Iris, and the message is communication. Okay, so this is right side up, so it's the empowerment message, and I'm going to read it straight from the book. It's clarity in communication is called, for as your words will have great impact on others right now. It's a wonderful time to start writing that book, telling new stories, and sharing your experience, strength, and hope with others. You have everyone's ear, so choose your message wisely. Others will also desire positive and fruitful communication with you, so get ready for some amazing new opportunities to come from these discussions. Just remember to stay open and be clear about expressing your deepest desires, always speaking with integrity, kindness, and respect for yourself and others. The Greek messenger goddess Iris is thrilled to help your words take flight. Communication improves in all your relationships when she comes to visit. Most important, however, Iris reminds you of the communication you have with the universe. You are in a mutual dialogue, and now is the time to pay attention to the signs and omens in your life. Trust this important yet subtle communication. It will never lead you astray when you listen and act accordingly. So that is the goddess message for you. And like I said, these cards are designed that goddess energy will be with you for 24 hours. He said he wasn't going to help with your child, which made you lose hope. Well, take this message about communication very seriously today. I don't know if this means you should take the time to write out a thoughtful letter explaining your feelings. And remember, it said to be respectful, to have integrity, to remember that you're not in this alone. And no matter what he thinks he's going to do, he's not the one calling the shots. I mean, there is child support, there are DNA tests. He doesn't want to help with the child. Well, he doesn't really get to decide, does he? I mean, you're in America, right? You're in the States. If you're in America, Jasmine, he doesn't get to decide whether he helps or not. I mean, you don't just get to walk away from that. So, he doesn't get to just say, I'm not going to help. But because the death card is reversed in your reading, it definitely means that I see there's definitely potential for him to come around. I'd like to do a further reading with you. You're not even speaking, but it would definitely be nice to do a reading on him to see what's really going on in his head. Okay. But I want you to be encouraged and empowered and realize that there's nothing like being pregnant and then having all of this type of stress to deal with. You don't deserve it. And it's not good for you. It's not good for the baby. So we need to help you, whatever it is that you need to get the resources that you need. And if it is something that maybe it's just you write to him and explain how you feel, and he suddenly wakes up out of a fog and comes to his senses, we'll see what's going on. But be encouraged, and you're not alone. So just know that you're not alone. But take care of yourself first. But I'm here for you, and I hope you have a good support system. Yes, Sunflower, if you could make the list, that would really help because now I don't know where everything is. And well, God bless you, Jasmine, and I'm gonna keep you in my prayers. And trying to remember the baby's dad's name. No, it starts with a G. Oh gosh, what is his name? I knew it starts with a G, and then I saw Gaurav, and now I'm like, what is this man's name? Because I want to pray for you. What is his name, Jasmine? I want to keep you and this baby daddy in prayer, and I can't remember his name. Griffin. Thank you, Griffin. Okay, so I'm going to keep you and Griffin in prayer because he needs to wake up and get to his senses. And that's his baby, so he just better knock it off and grow up and be a man. Okay. Thank you, Jasmine. Okay, so Disha, what is your question? Okay, what are Amy is the pronunciation of his name, Pisces. Okay, what are Amy feelings towards you? Okay. Thank you, Sunflower. What would I do without Sunflower? Okay. Amy's feelings towards Disha. Okay, and I'm going to clear this too. Okay. Where are we here? Okay. 4 of Swords, 3 of Staffs, and Ace of Staffs reversed. Now, very interesting because Ace of Staffs to me is a family card, like starting a new family, and this is reversed. So there's definitely a blockage here. And it's paired with another Staffs, and Staffs always pretty much represents family. So it's interesting too because Disha, you're saying what are Amay's feelings towards you? So I'm taking it that you like Amay and you're not in a relationship. Is that correct? Because it is kind of interesting to see family cards pop up so early in a reading. I want to know a little bit more about your relationship with Amay, because I'm very curious why family cards are showing up when you're asking about his feelings for you. Is there any reason why he would be thinking about family with you? He's your ex and now you're single. Okay. Okay. But you have no children together, correct? He's your ex. Did he propose and then, like, you two had planned to get married and you broke up last year? Did you two talk about marriage and at one point, plan on getting married, talked about having a family Did you talk about having a family before you broke up? Because that's what I'm kind of picking up here. Something about he never proposed. Okay, I think because this question was how does he feel towards you? I think in his heart he had thought about marrying you. I really do. Right now, it's very strained. His feelings are definitely strained. They're blocked because this is the card about if this card was upright and it was how does he feel about you, it would be like he wants to marry you. You are the woman he's thinking about having children with, having a family with, but it's reversed. So his family is pushing him to marry their choice of girl, that is arranged marriage. I was going to ask you if this was possibly an arranged marriage, because when I said, why are you, when I said, why are family cards coming up so early about a man that you're thinking about? What are his feelings for you? Did he want to, was he dating you like without his family's approval? Or you're saying the family's pushing him, like does he keep coming back to you, like the family's trying to arrange something and he came back to you and then you separated again? Like, is he breaking tradition because he was trying to follow his heart with you? I pick it up that he was thinking that you were dating and in secret. Okay, yeah. This is what I'm getting from him is basically that he's definitely at the point where he's like thinking you're not the woman that he's going to marry. If you want him back, I do see that that could be a possibility. But the question, because Tara is very specific and is answering the question you asked, and the question is, how does he feel about you? And that's how he feels. This card right here, the Three of Staff, shows that he was willing to basically separate from his family to be with you, that he was going to explore a new territory. He was going to explore uncharted waters to reach this happy family life in the future. But now, like I said, if this was like this, it would be, I'm ready to walk off and start a new beginning and a new life. But now it's reversed, so that's blocked. Do you have another aspect of this relationship with him that you want to know? Do you still speak to him? Are you two like still considering possibly being together? And you said he never proposed. I can definitely see from this that he's in a very hard place. He's very stuck, trying to make his family happy, trying to live his own life, trying to be happy, not sure if he'll be happy if his family isn't happy, that there's definitely a lot going on there. And you're not in contact, okay. My gut instinct from this is letting him go and moving on with your life is like probably in your best interest, because he's kind of torn between his heart and his family and what's expected of him. What does Spirit want to tell you about this whole thing? Would you be open to a goddess reading for that answer, Disha? Because I feel that would be more direct for you. Especially since you're dealing with this. Would you be open for that? What will his next move in life be? Okay. Well, let me draw one of these cards for you first, and then we'll do that. I want to draw a goddess card for you first to answer about the spirit, because I believe that there is going to be a message there for you. Where your question was, what does spirit want to tell you about this whole thing? So I definitely want to address that first. And then what will his next move be in his life? We'll look at that next. Okay. Yeah, just like what Sunflower said too. If the family doesn't approve, he won't go for you, and it's not a good use of your time. Okay, but let me pull a goddess card for you. And I hope the computer doesn't freeze up again. Okay, here we go. What is a message from Spirit for Disha from this experience? It's straight up. Look at this. Parvati. Devotion. I know it's reversed. Okay, let me see. And I'm going to read it to you straight from the book. And it's the empowerment message. Parvati. True commitment. Okay, are you ready for this? True commitment comes from wholehearted living in body, mind, and spirit. When the Hindu goddess Parvati rises up to greet you, she is acknowledging you for your sincere devotion to personal growth. With the world in so much turmoil, it's not easy to devote yourself to higher knowledge and a strong faith. I lost my place, sorry. But if you are to serve others by being a bearer of love, compassion, and light, you must recommit yourself every day, as unwavering in your devotion as Parvati was to Shiva and her goal of bringing peace to the world. Parvati asks that you find silence and daily meditation to contemplate your devotion as well as your commitment to all of life and to making this world a better place. The great goddess is present when you renew your devotion and make that relationship primary above all else. Yeah, she's a Hindu goddess. Then in all areas of your life, your every choice will be in alignment and in service to this truth. When the goddess Parvati comes to visit, it is a beautiful sign that you are on the right track. So you asked what did Spirit want you to learn from this? And I found this one part here rather interesting. The great goddess is present when you renew your devotion and make that relationship primary above all else. So what did you need to learn from this? What did Spirit want you to learn from this? Devotion, but not devotion to this man that you had to see in secret. Devotion to your higher truth, to higher learning, to matters of the spirit. And that when you're in alignment with your destiny and your truth, and you're walking in that light, the relationship is going to follow. And it's not going to be a relationship where you have to be, were you literally a secret? You know, that's not the highest will for you. That's not good for you. So, what is his next move? Do we care? Do we care what his next move is? We can look it up, but are you concerned? Is he going to get married in this arranged marriage? Again, the message for you from all of this devotion is to follow your own path, your own higher truth. But We'll see what's next for him. What is next? 7 of Staffs. So it's another staff where, that family. 9 of Cups is a lot of wishing. And the Sun. So that's like wishing for happiness. But the 7 of Staffs is what's next. That was the next card that I drew. And that's interesting because, your reading was full of staffs, which is about family. We had the 4 of Staffs and all that. But the 7 of Staffs is aggression, defiance, going after what you want, holding out against pressure, standing up for what you believe, knowing you are right. It also is reinforced from fighting, a lot of opposition and fighting. So I don't know if he's going to be fighting with his family, but there's definitely going to be a lot of fighting going on. And how long has it been since you've heard from him, Disha? I'll put my goddess cards back. Almost 2 weeks. Okay. Do you want him back? Is that what it is? You're cordially talking to each other and motivating, healing each other. Are you very religious? I'm just curious. Because the goddess card, it was about devotion. And then suddenly cut off due to his family. Yeah, it's painful, You're spiritual and a little religious. Do you want to know, like, if you need to wait? I mean, do you feel like you want to wait around for him, or are you content moving on? Because I don't feel like you should be waiting around for him. There's a lot of fighting that's going to be going on in his life. And he's not in a position right now where he can live his life the way he wants. The fighting for pretty much the ability to live his life the way he wants, fighting for freedom from his family. He's at odds with his family. That's what his next move is. You were saying, what will his next move be? And that was 7 of Staffs, 7 of Wands. And it's about him taking a stand. Now, it could be you. I'm not sure. And we didn't really look into that to see if he's going to come back to you and say, you know what, I don't want this arranged marriage. I really like this woman I'm speaking to. That is possible. But we would need more clarification. And I need to know, like, where you're standing on this. Like, if you actually feel like you want to be in a relationship with him and you're willing to join him in this fight against his family, because there's definitely fighting coming. It's a process. And like you're saying, okay, his family put an end to it, just him speaking to you. And like you're saying, you were being cordial and you weren't doing anything inappropriate. You were just talking. But what I'm seeing is that he really does not like this. He doesn't like that he can't talk to who he wants to, and that he has to end communication with you because of the family, and that they want him to marry this other person. And he's not really going to do this submissively. His next step is he's going to be fighting. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. So, but I definitely believe that he's going to be coming into a period where he's trying to stand up for himself and have more autonomy over his life. Right. Exactly. And that's what he's going to be fighting for. And he may reach out to you again during this process. You know, I don't see that he's going to get up and marry the person that his family tells him to. Yes, and I agree, Disha, because nobody should live their life like that. You know, I hope the same. I hope that he gets the courage to stand up to his family and live his life on his terms. But thank you, Disha. It was a pleasure reading for you, and I hope I see you back in my chat tomorrow. Okay, let me see. Oh, Jasmine donated again. So Jasmine, let me know what your question is. Oh, you're welcome, Disha, and God bless you. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm very curious about what Griffin's up to too, as well, because that death card being reversed is that's a major card, you know? And like that death that's what you experienced. You literally, him leaving and doing this to you, you literally experienced a death, but it's reversed, but it's not reversed right now. That's the future card. So that's what's coming. So we don't know what he's doing today. And that's why I'm wondering if the goddess card that I drew for you, that iris and the communication, when you haven't spoken to him, that's what I'm very curious about. If you aren't supposed to make this first move to him, where it's not an attack or something. I don't know. Interesting. I mean, that has to resonate with your intuition, what you feel the best step for you to do is. But it's definitely about communication. Okay. Okay, let's get a clear reading on Griffin right now. And the other thing, does Griffin have other children, or is this his first child? Or does he have other children? Well, see, now that's interesting too, Jasmine, about you hearing from him, because the goddess card was about communication, and it was clearly about you communicating. So maybe if you want, this is his first. Today's the 6th. Maybe you want to wait till the 9th. And if you don't hear from him by the 9th, then, you know, you make the first move for the communication. And maybe put down into writing right now how you feel. And just get that taken care of, you know? Or like maybe write an email and don't send it, and see if you hear from him before, you know, before the 9th. And then if you don't, send it. but definitely get in touch with your feelings from all of this. Okay, now let's tap into what Griffin is doing and how he's feeling. I keep really feeling like Griffin is terrified about having a baby. You know what? I'm really getting these strong impressions that, right, okay, this is what I'm getting, these strong impressions. Okay, wait a minute. I'm picking up some impressions. Does Griffin come from an abusive childhood? Okay, I'm definitely picking up Griffin is terrified of being a horrible father. What is his background? I'm almost like this baby would be better off without me in the picture because I don't want to. His dad was abusive to his mom. Okay, this is what I'm getting. He's feeling like the baby would be better off without him in the picture because he does not want to recreate the abuse that he experienced. Did he witness like abuse in front of him with his parents? And then it's almost like a denial, like it's almost like a, you know what? I'll have to check with the cards, but it's almost like I'm getting this feeling like your pregnancy was a trigger for him of his own abuse, that he has abusive issues from his past that he has to deal with before he's ready to accept that he's become a father. Almost like, well, let's get into the tarot because that's pretty sad. And you're saying, like, did he ever express to you like how happy he would be to have a baby with you? And then when you got pregnant, he completely changed? Okay. This is what it is. It's him. It has nothing to do with you. My God, it's really sad. It's like it's very sad. Okay, let's see what's going on with the tarot. He literally just does not believe he can be a good father. He really does not believe it. It's sad. It's like he would rather take himself out of the picture. It's like it's not a hate thing. It's not a rejection thing. It's a rejection of himself. It's he would rather not be in the picture than mess this child up because he believes he's going to somehow mess the child up. Was he ever abusive with you? Like, did you ever witness like anything to make you feel that that these fears are valid? And this other girl, it's just easy. You know, he doesn't have to do the work. He doesn't have to grow up. Okay, let me see. It's time to really see what's going on with Griffin. This is very, very strong. Did you feel like Griffin had very low self-esteem when you were together? What's going on with Griffin? Page of Coins reversed. And the page, young man. Wow. Three of Swords reversed. Now this is interesting too, because what is going on with Griffin? First, I drew the Death card for you reversed. Remember, death standing up means it's over. And right here, okay, Three of Swords is being stabbed in the heart, but it's reversed. Okay. So what's going on with him? Things are definitely changing. Oh, and the world. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what he looks like, but I'm kind of getting the vibes too, like he's a good looking guy in that he has a lot to offer and his self-esteem is gone. Like, do you know if he was directly abused or if he just witnessed the abuse of his mother? But he has a lot of hope in this future. And I think what's going to happen is, I mean, I would like to, again, do more in-depth readings to see what can be done like within the next 3 months to help Griffin get over this, you know? But I definitely see in the future that things are not going to be this bad for you and Griffin. I definitely do see some form of reconciliation. I definitely see him coming back in the picture. This is internal issues, and that's why it seems so strange to you and so out of the blue, because it really wasn't you. These are things going on in his head. But here we have the Page of Coins reversed. I mean, he's got a lot of his energy is just not flowing right. The Three of Swords reversed. And that definitely speaks to where he stands with you. But if anything, you should know that it wasn't you, it wasn't an attack on you, it wasn't an insult to you. It's really about him and his fears. But I think that do you have any, oh, his parents are separated. Do you have any contact with his parents? Is he still with the girl? Let me see. What's the girl's name? So I want to do specific on Griffin and the girl. And it'd be better if I knew her name. Have you ever spoken to his mom directly? See, I think this is why the communication is coming strong for you. You don't talk anymore. Was there a fight or anything that you had with his parents? I mean, did you only met them once? Is that it? Have you only met them once? Like briefly, do they know their son is going to be a father and that? Wow. See, this is why this communication is strong for you, Jasmine. You have a lot of decisions to make, and you have to decide. You have to decide what you want and not let Griffin call the shots. Griffin decides he's not going to be a dad. Griffin decides he's not going to be with you. Griffin decides not to tell his parents. What? No. No. You have to decide what you want. Because your daughter isn't just going to be born into a vacuum with you know, half her family not around. He doesn't get to say, "Oh, I'm not helping out with the baby." He doesn't get to do that. You know, if you ever need financial help, they're going to say, "Well, where's the dad?" They want DNA, and they're going to go after him. The state would, you know. So you still have a lot, 3 months left. But I mean, you don't even know if how his parents would feel about the grandbaby. You know, she might, his mother might, you know, want to throw you a baby shower, be involved. He doesn't get to call those shots, you know. Okay. Oh, Jasmine, can you give me this girl's name? Make this reading a little bit more specific. Tremia, okay. Griffin and Tremia. What do we need to know about Griffin and Tremia? Are they together? Are they breaking up? What do we need to know about Griffin and Tremia? Griffin and Tremia. Griffin and Tremia. Six of Coins reversed. Wheel of Fortune. Three of Coins reversed. Has he known her? Oh, you said he didn't know her well, right? The Wheel of Fortune is the major arcana card, and that's the main card for the reading for him. So the two reverse cards are on each end, the Six of Coins and the Three of Coins, aren't as important as the Wheel of Fortune. And wait, it was Six of Coins and Three of Coins, right? 2 coins, which could speak to how he knows her. But the main card here is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is a very important card. It's about destiny, movement, being at a turning point, moving in a different direction, experiencing change, which makes sense because this is how, you know, you were with him, you got pregnant. You know what? I'm looking at these the wrong way. Here, because you were with him, and then he changed direction. Kind of like his life is spinning out of control, and he's just ending up where he goes. Yeah, you feel she's an ex. I kind of feel like he knew her, but did he tell you he didn't know her? I say that because the Six of Coins often speaks about like childhood and innocence. So to me, it kind of makes me think like he may have known her for a while. And the Three of Coins is often, you know, 3 people. So I kind of feel like this was an old friend, but I'm not positive about that. But the main thing is the Wheel of Fortune, because that's the most important card in the reading. And it's about destiny, movement, change. And he changed directions. But this is really what his life is like, even with this girl. It's like he's just spinning the wheel and ending up wherever he can, wherever he may. Like he doesn't really have direction. So he is not with this woman, Tremia. He's not with Tremia where I'm in love with Tremia. There's no lovers cards, no Two of Cups. It's not like this is his soulmate. This nothing like that at all. This is exactly what you've explained and what we're picking up. What I'm picking up here, you know, he's just going wherever by random chance, just by spinning the wheel and it landed here and that's where he went. I definitely feel that his deep-rooted issue that resulted in the split and everything is his fear of being a father, and very low self-esteem. That doesn't even seem like it's very warranted. So give it to the ninth. But if you would really think about what you want to say, and what you want, and then he'll come back. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you straight up he's going to come back, but the cards definitely say, Jasmine, that his feelings of leaving have definitely changed. Okay, he left, and that was the Death card. He broke your heart, that was the Three of Swords, and both of those cards are now reversed. So he is definitely rethinking everything. What I truly feel from your goddess message and from what you've shared with me and from what I can tell, just because you're 6 months pregnant, he's not in the picture. You haven't spoken to his parents but once. They don't know that you're pregnant. Is that he's spinning the wheel, doing whatever he wants, and you're left picking up the pieces at his mercy. And you have to change that today. So it's not about you sitting around waiting for him to come back. And I understand where you're coming from. I understand that you're pregnant and this is so traumatic for you. But you can't let yourself and your daughter be at the mercy of his whims, because just like this Wheel of Fortune, he's not setting a plan. He's not making a plan for his life. He's not making a plan for his daughter's life. He's just pretending that none of this ever happened. He doesn't want to acknowledge that there's a baby coming that he's responsible for. But you have to be responsible for you and your baby. So you have to start coming into your own power of what you want for you and your baby. So he's not even making rules. It's not that he's making the rules for you to follow. He's not making rules. He's just off doing his own thing, and you're left picking up the pieces. No. It's not going to be like that. He doesn't get to do that. He doesn't get to do that to you, and he doesn't get to do that to that precious little girl that you're going to bring into this world. So you have to decide what you want, and you have to figure out this best strategy of how you're going to get what you want. And then you will put into action your plan to get what you want. But first you have to come to the realization of what you want. And that's where the communication comes in. So you have to figure out what you want. And it might be that you need to reach out to different people. You might need to reach out to him. You might need to reach out to his mother again. But you have to figure out what you want, and then you have to figure out the steps to make it happen. Now, is he going to come back? You don't want to ever be in the position where you're just sitting around waiting for him to come back, because everybody has free will. And what happens if something else triggers him in the future and he takes off again? You have to protect yourself, and you have to protect your child now. So it's a very heavy weight on your shoulders, but you're not alone, and you can carry this weight like many women have done before. But again, I'm not going to say he won't come back at all, because he's just in a position right now where he's very confused. He's confused. He's scared. He's not handling it well. He's just he's escaping the situation. And I don't see that it's final. I definitely see that he's going to, he already is rethinking his decisions. but he has to grow up and start making better choices. And you have to put the foot down, your foot down, and let him know right away, this is unacceptable. If you do take him back, you have to put some ground rules down and say, look, you've got a daughter now. You don't just get stressed out or something and leave. I mean, that could be a precedent for a whole entire relationship, especially if you take him back without setting any type of ground rules or working this out. Yeah, we'll do more readings, Jasmine, and we'll get into this. But I know you said like other readers have told you that he's going to contact you by May 9th. So I never like to go against other readers or override other readers. So wait until May 9th. And I mean, I hope I see you here tomorrow. And I'm going to be going live every day. So I hope I see you every day so we can continue with this. But definitely, do what you feel is best. If May 9th comes and you have not heard from him, then I hope you have by then determined what you want for you and your daughter and are prepared to put this into action, because your baby will be here before you know it. No, don't lose hope. There's no reason to lose hope. Your hope and your life are not dependent on Griffin. Griffin is not the maker of your happiness or your daughter's happiness. And you have got to understand that before that little precious baby enters this world. If he chooses to keep going down this path, you will be happy. You determine your happiness, not him. You will make your daughter happy, whether he's part of her life or not. So do not give him that power at all to determine your happiness. I mean, it's a horrible position that you're in, but you can get through it, and you will get through it. So just hang in there, and you're not alone. And I believe good things are going to come your way. Okay. But we will take this one step at a time. And you're welcome, Jasmine, and God bless you. And like I told you, I'm going to keep you in my prayers. So prayer changes things. So don't give up hope. Okay. All right. So now I guess we're back on the list. Sunflower. Sunflower has waited so patiently. Okay. How can you impress and make Zohar fall for you? Okay. Let me clear the cards. Oh, Bright wants to donate. Okay. You can donate on Cash App. Or PayPal. Okay, thank you. And I am going to do sunflower. Oh, you're going on a date. Okay, how can you impress Zohar? Okay, let's see. What impresses Zohar? How to impress Zohar on the date. Okay. How to impress Zohar. 8 of Staffs is reversed. Interesting. Death is reversed. And 9 of Staffs. Very interesting. 8 of Staffs and Death. Have you ever planned a date with Zohar before? Is this your first date with him? Second time Death reversed. Interesting. And then 9 of Wands. It's your first date. And have you known Sohair for long? I'm just asking because of the death card being reversed. See, both death and Eight of Staffs talk about endings and things ending real quickly. But both of these cards are reversed, which means the energy for it to end quickly is slowed down. And that's why I want to know if how long you've known him. He's your crush's brother. How long have you known him though? That's why I want to know if just from afar. Okay. So there was never, you were in the same school. There was never a period of time where you could have gone on a date, but it just never, ever, ever happened. But now things are slowly changing because both of these cards are like if I drew the cards like this, I'd be like, oh my God, I don't think your date's going to happen. Okay. So it's almost like the energy is like saying in the past, it was never going to happen. But now something has changed and there's potential for a relationship here. Now the nine of staffs speaks to me about taking extra precautions. Okay, wait a minute. Are you extremely paranoid about this date? Are you really anxious and worried that the worst is going to happen and it's just going to be a disaster? Are you very fearful of that? Because that's pretty much the energy I'm getting. I'm not getting this answer about how to impress him. I'm getting more of a reading of your fear of failing to impress him. Okay, let me ask something specific. What qualities is this arranged? Like how is this date happening? You're paranoid because your ex was abusive. Okay, right. So you're on guard and you're defensive. That's what the Nine of Staffs is about. You're going out. How long has he been asking you to go out with him? Is this the first time he's asked you? Okay, that's why I'm picking up the Nine of Staffs and expecting the worst and being paranoid and taking extra precautions and remembering past attacks. Okay, so how do you impress him was the question. So basically, you have to realize that he's not your ex. And do not hold him accountable for your ex's behavior. Don't look at him as your ex. You've got to separate him. You've got to give him a free start, a clean slate. You've got to prepare in your mind that he's not your ex. What you experienced before is not what you're going to experience with him. And you have to go into this relaxed, calm, to have fun, to not be on guard, to lower your guard. And don't bring up your ex. Don't bring up your ex during the date. Don't talk about your ex. Yes, move on. Right. Definitely. But get your ex out of your mind, get him out of the conversation, and really relax. Be yourself and have fun. And now I want to see what qualities, because I think what you're saying about your question about impressing him is a little bit more specific. But definitely this is why the Nine of Staffs is showing up. Yeah, don't mention him. Okay, so the qualities to impress. So here. We have Page of Swords, which is very good. Eight of Coins, hard work, detail, and 10 of Staffs. Okay, so for the qualities, are you a hard worker? Does he know much about your work history or something? But Page of Staffs is a pretty much definitive list of the qualities that answer your question. Being creative, enthusiastic, courageous, being the type of person that's not afraid of hard work, focuses on success, even leadership qualities, being passionate, the first to volunteer for something, overcoming fears, being daring and adventurous. You're an engineer. Okay, so yeah, that definitely makes sense. Those are the qualities that he likes. And those are the qualities that he finds attractive in you. Yeah, definitely. So that's, he's very attracted to that, your intelligence, leadership, creative approaches, daring. But now, because of like overcoming fears, I think that's part of what, I think that just the fact that you're moving on past the abusive ex and taking the chance again to him, taking that risk, those are the things he finds attractive. Those are the qualities that he likes. So this is all very good. I definitely want to hear a follow-up from your date. But I'm going to move on to Bright. Did Bright make a donation? Oh, wait. Oh wait, maybe Bright didn't make a donation because she didn't have there's no Cash App in India. Okay, so Bright, if you're there and you made a donation, let me know. If not, I'm gonna finish this up with Sunflower. You're welcome, Sunflower, and I'm very excited because I think this is going to be very good for you. But just don't be apprehensive, don't be nervous, don't be anxious. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Yeah, don't be anxious about this. And just realize, you know, it's not your ex. But yeah, it definitely likes the qualities of your hard work. So that's pretty neat. Okay, so God bless you, and I hope to see you tomorrow in my chat. Thank you. Okay, so Aki, have you already met your future spouse? A quick yes or no would do. Well, I don't like to just come up with yeses and nos, so I have to read the cards. Okay, let me clear them. Has Aki met future spouse? Aki met future spouse. Okay, let's see about this future spouse. Aki's future spouse. We have Two of Swords. Oh, now that's very interesting. Very interesting. Have you met them? I'm giggling. Oh, Sun reversed. Six of Cups reversed. Okay. Have you met your future spouse? Oh, yeah. You've met your future spouse and you don't want to believe that's your future spouse. The Two of Swords is all about covering up your eyes and not facing the truth. So, Aki, I believe you already know who you're supposed to be marrying. You already know who this person is, and you just don't want to admit it. You don't want to believe it. The Sun, right side up. Oh, it's so perfect, isn't it? It's so perfect. We know that hope is in the future and where we're going to end up, but it's reversed to match the Two of Swords. You don't want to believe that's the person for you. You don't want to believe that's going to be your happy ending. And the Six of Cups, okay? This speaks of innocence and childhood. So I'm just going to have to say, do you feel that this person that you're supposed to marry, is there somebody that you grew up with? Somebody who maybe has been head over heels in love? Okay, thank you, Sunflower. Somebody who has like declared their love for you, yet you're just like, nope, it ain't going to happen. Something to that effect. But the answer, yes or no, is definitely a yes. It's a yes, and it's you don't want to admit to yourself. You want to wait for somebody else that you think is better. You don't believe this could be the person that you're destined to be. So this all makes sense to you? Okay. Well, the question was, is that your future spouse? So whoever this person is, it looks to me like that is your destiny. Will you accept? Okay, well, that's great. Well, thank you, Aki, and I hope that you come back. I'm going to try and move through the list. Okay, is Sakshi still here? Sakshi? God bless you, Aki. Let me know how that turns out. Is Sakshi here? Thank you. Okay, I don't see Sakshi, so I'm going to go to Gaurav. Are you still here? Okay, I'm going to type in the list because I know some people have left. Remember, if you make a donation, you move up the list. Okay, so let me go back to where Loveline was. Oh my goodness, it's been a while, hasn't it? Okay. Is Haley on the list? Okay, there's Haley. Elise is not on the list. This might be the old list from before. Okay, there's Sakshi. So I definitely have a list with more people on it than are in here. And I'm not even sure if I did this list in order at the beginning. So when I'm done with the list, everybody look at the list and then let me know who's next. BG. Okay, Lisa's here. Okay, so let me see. How did I not even have Elisa on here? Weren't you on here earlier? Okay. So when Gaurav, your life, Haley, Elisa. Okay, yeah, there it is. So I kind of Gaurav, bright, Sita, sweet soul. Okay, I'm actually going to do Elisa next. Yeah. Okay, so Elisa, what's your question? And then if you're here, look at the list that I just put, and then um, type your question in. Is T falling in love with you? You just started dating. Okay, let me see. I need to clear them because a lot of people left the chat, I think. So I'm not sure who's here now. Okay. Okay. Okay, is T falling in love with Elisa? The Lovers reversed. Okay. Knight of Swords. And then Five of Coins. Okay, so the question was, is T falling in love with you? There definitely was something in the past, but it's being blocked. Knight of Swords to me is usually a lot of fighting. So, Elisa, are you having a lot of verbal arguments or disagreements with T? The future card, I'm seeing Five of Coins. So I'm definitely seeing, not a happily ever after in this situation. No fights at all at the moment. But is he somebody that you've had a lot of fights with, or like a lot of opinion sharing? Not fights like, oh my God, we're breaking up, or I never want to talk to you again, but butting heads. Put it that way. Is this somebody that when you're communicating with them, that you two seem to butt heads a lot? No, you've been friends. Okay. The reverse Lovers, and the Knight of Swords and the Five of Coins. The Five of Coins is about loss and regret. So I'm not seeing falling in love at the moment, not like that at all. But there's definitely more to this reading and to this relationship. So you've been friends. He's healing from a past relationship. Yeah, that could be the Five of Coins, the loss and regret. That could be, I'm not sure if the Knight of Swords is a representation of the past relationship, but I think the Five of Coins is. So you two are friends. I would definitely say keep the friendship going, because this reverse Lovers card, definitely, I see that you're saying he's healing from the past relationship, but I think he has a guard up, like he doesn't want to get hurt again. And that's why the Lovers card is reversed. Let me check something else. Will T develop romantic feelings? I know it's kind of similar to, is he falling in love? But he's still going through a healing period. So I want to see, not is he developing them now? When he's done healing, is he going to develop romantic feelings for you? Because I feel like your friendship, you're solid, and you're a sounding board for him. And you being there as a supportive friend while he's in this healing period may lead to the development of romantic feelings. But right now, I feel like his guard is up. Okay, so let me see. Will T develop romantic feelings? Okay, so here we go. Two of Coins, which is perfect balance, harmony. That's a very good card. The Chariot, which is victory. And Nine of Staffs. Now, again, Nine of Staffs is assuming ill will and being defensive. So he is, he's going to be a hard nut to crack. He really is. It's like just when you feel like you're, like he's there, he's going to pull back. How badly was he hurt? My goodness. He's really, like that turtle that's back in his shell. And as soon as he sticks his head out and thinks like something's going to come his way, he retreats really quickly. But don't give up on him. Yeah, definitely don't give up on him, because I still feel like something's there. Let me check one more thing about this healing process. Or wait, how long has it been since he's been in this breakup? Okay, I think there's some unresolved issues there with the ex. Let me see T in this X. Ooh, this is for T in the X. Tower. Page of Staffs. Oh, and Judgment upside down. Ooh. Did they have a legal case or something going on legally because of that reverse Judgment? Did she try and file something on him? Like, was she threatening him with the law or something? Like, I think he really got burned in this relationship. Yeah, I'm confused too, Sunflower. I don't know. I don't know. I just very bad ex. They went through a pregnancy termination of it. Okay. Yeah, that's I think that's what this judgment reverse is. So yeah, this was did a number on him for sure. But we'll keep checking the readings, you know. We'll keep checking in on his energy and see what's going on. Because I do feel like you are definitely going to help him get through this. So we'll see what happens. Thank you, Elisa. I hope you'll be here tomorrow. Okay, so Sunflower, what list did you get? I'm kind of going to go in the order of the people who are here now. So Anea, I want to say Anya, but Anea. Oh, okay. I think Sunflower, I think that's the list I'm on, the one that you just put up. Anea. But some of the people aren't here anymore. So I asked everybody who was here to type in the chat. So I have like Anea and then Artie, Weeb, Om, Ayush. So I'm kind of going that way. May I please know the Libra's current energy in our connection, or is it over for him? Okay. You're welcome, Elisa, and God bless you. Okay. Oh, thank you, Sunflower. Okay. I don't know if Sabrina, yeah, I don't know if Sabrina's here. Okay, so let me see. And the Libra's current energy. Okay, let me check. Okay. The Libra and Anea. The Libra's energy. Libra's energy. The Chariot, which is victory, will. Page of Swords. And Page of Staffs. Interesting. So his energy, where are you? Is he in his late 20s to early 30s? Anea? Is the Libra in his late 20s to early 30s? I'm asking because of the 2 pages. And I want to know if that's his age or his energy. He is 30. Okay, so it is his age. And his energy towards you it's very good. It's definitely very good. The Chariot, you know, he see that's the ruling energy for the read. The 2 pages represent him, but the Chariot as the major arcana represents his energy, and he's a victor. He feels this relationship is good, but it's definitely that he views himself as a conqueror, very almost puffed up with pride. So are you two actually dating right now? Are you in a romantic relationship as a couple, or is this just beginning in your connection, or is it over? I don't feel anything's over for him at all. not at all. But there's something here that he feels like a conqueror. So you haven't been in contact. Were you in contact? Like, would he feel like, oh, I got Anea? You've kind of broken up. Okay, so that's where he definitely feels like victorious and a conqueror, but I don't feel like he feels something negative about you. Also, though, because of the pages, 2 pages, and we're not dealing with kings, we're dealing with pages. His age, you said 30, which fits with the page, but I'm also seeing immaturity here. So it's almost like that juvenile boy who wants to get with the girl, and then he gets her and he's like, oh man, I got her. And maybe deep down he really likes her, but then he's going to put on an act like he's too cool to settle down with somebody. So it's that type of immaturity. Do I see if he's talking to anybody else? Let me see. And see, that's what I'm saying about I'm picking up this type of immaturity. But his energy towards you is not bad. It's his energy is more that he wants to be the conqueror. So I don't feel like he's ready to settle down in a relationship. But let's see if he's talking to other women. My guess is he probably is, but let me check on it. Yeah, do I think there's someone else? I don't think there's anybody serious. So let me check. Ace of Staffs. He's not ready to settle down and have a family. 9 of Swords. He really just wants to have fun because this is reversed. And the 4 of Swords. When the relationships get too heavy, he likes to be alone. So I definitely am not seeing. Well, I'm gonna do Gaurav next because yeah, I'll do Gaurav next because I remember I called out for Gaurav and Gaurav was gone. Yeah, see Sabrina, Haley, and then what I did was the people who came in. So I am gonna do Gaurav next, Sunflower. Okay, so he's 30. Okay, so did you want to know something else about him? And your Libras are usually, I mean, like, I'm not sure what his oh, we're gonna get a donation, so we're gonna hold up with the list. Okay. You can donate on Cash App here. Yeah, anybody who wants to be next, you can donate. Or PayPal. Okay. So, Anaya, did you have another? What's your advice then for the connection? Okay, let me see. What should you do about the connection, or do you want to pursue a relationship or pursue a friendship or keep talking to him? What should you do about the Libra? I really just feel like the Libra doesn't want to settle down yet. But what should you do about the Libra? Four of Coins. That's block change. The Hierophant reversed. That's your energy card. Oh, and then 7 Swords. Now, 7 of Swords is like your lone wolf. That's like being single, but this is reversed. Now, your 4 of Coins is like keeping to yourself, blocking change. And it kind of goes in line with the Seven of Swords, but it's reversed. So the Hierophant, which is your major arcana card, and it's reversed. So your question is, what should you do about this connection, right? And it's almost like, how to explain it? It's almost like, okay, first I want to know, Anea, do you know him from any type of group situation or anything that has to do with like a social structure, something like that? Because that's usually what I get with the Hierophant. But because this energy is not flowing freely, I think it's almost like kind of draining on you. But I wanted to know if you see this, Libra, if this is like an online thing or if you actually see the Libra in any type of social settings. Wait, I asked so many questions. I'm not sure what you mean by yes. Do you see the Libra in social gatherings? I met him through family. Okay. So what you should know about the connection is you met him through family and you see him through social situations, but it's reversed. So the connection is a bit of a drain on you, and it's online. Okay. But it's a bit of a drain on you. And okay, let me see one more thing. I'm going to just see if you should step back. Should Anea step back from the Libra? Should Anea step back from the Libra? Oh, here we go. Queen of Staffs. Queen of Staffs. So absolutely, you should be putting your energy into what you want, you know? Is he talking to other people? I just don't think he's at that place where he's being serious. But you're the queen, and the Queen of Staffs is, you know, she's beautiful. She has power. She commands respect. And I think with the Hierophant being reversed, and then what you should do is, you know, the Queen of Staffs, he is basically a drain on you. And that's why that Hierophant is reversed. So, yeah, you want him? Well, he has some stuff to do first, for sure. But stick with me. Come back tomorrow, and we'll dive into a little bit more and see what's going on with that Libra. So let me see what's going on here. Okay, so I'm definitely, yeah, he is draining you. Yeah, I believe that. And at this point, it's definitely not worth your time to like go meet him. And if he came to meet you, now see, the Queen of Staff shows that you're definitely somebody who can command that respect and command that attention. But this could just be a situation where we need to give it some more time. So we'll check on this again, since you really like him too. But you're welcome. Okay, so AG the goat, what is your question? I'm going to clear my cards. And thank you for your donation. Everybody, thank you who has donated. Hi, Riley. Those who make donations get their readings next. Otherwise, you are added to a free list. But good morning to everybody. And right now I'm doing a reading on AG the goat. What's Brianna's energy towards you? Okay. And thank you to everybody who subscribed. Good morning, Enrico. Good morning, Riley. Okay. Brianna's energy towards AG. Ooh, almost had a jumper. Okay, let me see. Brianna's energy to AG. Brianna's energy to AG. Here we go. Brianna's energy. Page of Coins reversed. Oh, King of Swords upright. Her energy towards you. King of Swords. Okay. Eight of Coins reversed. Okay, so first of all, I want to address these two cards. The Page of Coins and the Eight of Coins, and they're reversed. The King of Swords, she definitely has energy towards you of respect, adoration, but at the same token, there's something in your finances that she feels is blocked or not flowing properly because they're reversed. Both of the coins cards, refer to money. But the Eight of Coins, as you can see here, is about diligence and hard work. This is a person who's working hard to make money. Your finances are great, but there's something in her feeling towards you. Maybe she doesn't know if, well, I don't want to say she's a gold digger. I don't want to say that. The question is her feelings. Was it her feelings or her energy towards you? Let me see specifically. I think it was her energy. What is Brianna's energy towards you? Okay, so her energy towards you has something to do with your finances. She's definitely interested in your finances, and she was definitely feeling that your finances weren't what she expected them to be. Again, I don't want to say Brianna's a gold digger, but I would say Brianna was very preoccupied with your money. How much you made of it, how much, whatever. Would you like to add to this question? Because that was the energy. The King of Swords, though, was upright. That's usually somebody that they feel very good speaker, very eloquent with their tongue, knows how to defend themselves, knows how to defend others. That these were feelings that she had towards you. Yeah, I think she wanted to know your finances. Very interesting, but yeah, she was definitely into the money situation. Maybe Brianna's looking for like a sugar daddy type man. I don't know. But she definitely was drawn to some of your characteristics that were represented in the King of Swords. Being intellectual, analytical, being ethical. The King of Swords is usually somebody he can cut through confusion, very clear cut, very smart, knows how to debate, knows how to solve problems, things like that. So she definitely admires those qualities in you. What's her feelings? Yeah, these are her feelings, that she admires those. So you're saying that you haven't had any communication with her recently. Okay. Now, how long has it been since you've spoken to her? And good morning to everybody who's joined the chat. Um, there is a list and you can be added to it. Anybody who makes a donation either to my Cash App or PayPal will be next on the list. And they get priority. So, AG, is there another aspect to this that you want to know? How long has it been since you haven't heard from her? About 2 weeks since you spoke and you put her in her place. Okay, see, that's where we're getting this King of Swords from. That you're intellectual, articulate, cuts through confusion. So that may have been a little bit too much for her. But what does put her in her place mean? She tried to manipulate and control and play victim. Yeah, you're the King of Swords. You know, it's interesting because that's what she admires, but it's also something that I think she can't live up to your standards, I think, and she kind of got out of the situation. Let me see. And also the King of Swords is known for being ethical, encourages high standards, takes the high road, and lives by his or her highest principles. So, but again, she was very concerned about your money. So when you say she was trying to be manipulative, and it's like I said, I don't want to say this woman's a gold digger. I don't know her. But I would definitely say that whatever transpired in your communication with her, she kind of just felt like this isn't the right situation for her. And I mean, if you called her out on some BS, then, you know, of course, she's going to ditch. Do you have like another aspect to the question? No, she's not going to play you. And that's why her energy is that you're the King of Swords. And she knows she's not going to play you. You're not going to get one past the king, right? What do you mean what's coming from her soon? What do you mean by that? Like, do you think is she going to reach out to you again, or actions? Okay. I would really like to hear a little bit more about what she did that was manipulative and stuff, but okay. Sounds like she's really up to something. Okay. What is Brianna's next move? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Queen of Swords. We have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Let's keep going. Knight of Cups reversed. Oh, and Four of Cups reversed. drew the Knight of Swords for you and the Queen of Swords for her. I think this really means a lot of fighting. You know, you two could team up and use your talents to wield that sword against other people, your enemies as a team, or they're going to be wielded against each other. So is that what happens when you put her in her excuse me, you put her in her place and then she comes back and tries to put you in your place? And she's going to meet your King of Swords with her Queen of Swords. What a pair. Faces the truth, even if unpleasant. She sizes up a situation quickly and is difficult to fool, trick, or con. So she tried to apologize to you, okay? Well, that's just very interesting. So she's met her match. I don't think she's used to meeting her match. So only time's going to tell what happens between you two next. It could go either way, you know? Okay, everybody, I'm losing my voice here, so I'm actually going to take a break after I finish up with AG. But I will come on. I'm going to try and come on a little bit later today. I'm losing my voice. I need to take a little break. Excuse me. So please subscribe to get the notification, because I will come back. It's only 10:03, so I will come back, and I'll do you next when I come back, Gaurav, if you're there. But God bless you, AG, and I want to thank everybody who's been here. And I'm sorry if I didn't get to your reading. Remember, you can reach out to me on Facebook, and the link to my Facebook is up there. And if you want a reading, I do have a sale right now, and I could give you a one-on-one reading there, or just wait for me to come back live here, and we'll do the list again. And I'll try and keep it to the same, but I don't know if I'll have the same list. And where's Sunflower? So thank you, everybody, for being with me today. And I will be back today, so come back. I hope Sunflower didn't leave. I think there was something going on in the chat too. Oh, Sunflower, come back. Sunflower is so helpful. Okay, so I will be back later, and thank you, everybody. God bless you. I'll be back, Rob. God bless you, everybody.